that you've created your awesome Prezi, it's time to jazz it up just a little bit interesting. This is a Prezi that I created for my students in history class as a test review. It's called the fly swatter obstacle. In this, I ask test review questions that students have to swat with a fly swatter the right answer. Let's begin here. To look into a certain zone, as you can see, there's little gray boxes around the entire PowerPoint or Prezi. All you have to do is just click into one zone if you want to begin editing. Here you can see that I have several different questions around obstacle 1. To edit anything, mainly just click and drag. So let's say I want this fish a little higher. All I have to do is literally drag up into there to make it more of an effort. As I look at my questions and review them, I think the pathway is fine for right now, but let's say I want to switch questions 5 and 6. Simply just click and drag the questions where you want to go. Let's go right here. And then, as you can still see, the 5 is still with the 5th question, and 6 is still with the 6th question. To change that, I can easily either click this little pen and edit my path there, or simply go to my timeline, drag question 6, and drag it above 5. As you can see now, they have changed. Say I want to add another picture into this question. I want my students to know what these people look like. Click on the frame, click zoom into frame. There it'll make your frame a little bigger. If I want to enter a picture, I simply go to the top, hit insert image, click image. On the sidebar I can Google Robert Owen, and there comes a picture. To add the picture in, simply click and drag into place. We'll do the same for Jeremy Benham. Click and drag. If I want to raise this a little higher, just click and pull up. Once I'm done, I can just hit exit and it'll go back to my screen. Now that I want to move on to the next one, I can either click the down arrow on my keyboard, choose the timeline to where I want to go, or simply just go to the right side toolbar and zoom out all the way until I'm satisfied. To move around, I just have to click my Prezi and I can drag it on. Here we have several different questions going up to obstacle 2. Say I want to make 8 bigger. I'll click the plus button. There. Let's go to number 10 and see if we can add an animation. Go to your side toolbar on the timeline, scroll down to number 10, and there it'll zoom in automatically. Let's say I want to make all the answers have an animation and to fade in rather than just sitting there. There I can click on this white pen button next to the add, and there I can edit the path of my steps. As you can see, when I'm on question 10, it'll highlight it in orange, and I will have a little star that says animate frame content. There, I can click on the animations and click apply fade in effect. All I have to do is simply just click this text box, and it is applied. To view it, all I have to do is click play, and it'll come in. There I can click done, and your finished product will be shown at the very end. Alright. Let's zoom back out and see what other edits we can make. Just drag this up. So I have question number 12 way down here. We have 11 and then 12. To simply move 12 up, I'm going to drag 12 just about there. And let's say I want to make this arrow just a little shorter so that I can go from question 11 to 12. There I can just click on the arrow and drag and make the arrow either as thick or as wide. I can also change the style into a different color. Let's change it to dark blue. I can also make it a little thicker or thinner as I want. So there we have question 12. And as you can see, it'll go 11, then 12. 13 zooms back out. Now, there's a lot of blank space here, and I want to add one more test question. So all I have to do is simply click right here. I can go up to a frame arrow. Say I want to make a rectangle or a colored box. Here I simply draw a rectangle frame right where I want the question. As you can tell, it went down to 17 because I had just added it. To change this, simply just drag 17 up between 13 and 14. Once I'm there, I can zoom into frame and type a question. As you remember, you can always have title, subtitle, or body as your text font, and you can change the color at all time. Let's do a lighter blue, make it big, and let's give a shadow box behind it. In this question, we want them to simply identify who this picture is. To do that, we can type in who is this, and then we can also make this frame into an image and text at the bottom. There you'll see the text there. If you want to click and add, we've already added our text. And here comes a picture that Prezi already gives you. To replace the image, simply click replace, and let's have them identify Louis Pasteur. There it'll come up with Louis Pasteur's picture. Like before, simply click and drag. You can either drag the image here or click replace at the very bottom. We're going to drag the image and replace. Here, where it says click to add text, we can simply just put the answers that we want. And let's do, say I want to change that to body, make it a little smaller. Let's put, hopefully the student will get this correct. And there we go. As we see, now to check it, I can simply just go up to 12 and hit my down arrow, check my timeline. And as you can see, it goes to question 15. So simple and smooth. If I want to add an arrow in between, just zoom out again. Say I want to add an arrow between 14 and 15. Go up to frames and arrows, and then you can draw your own arrow. I like that green. Here, if I want to make it a straight line, I simply do that. If I want to curve it, just pull that middle up just a little bit. As you can see up top, it says saved at 7:58. Every time you make a change, Prezi will automatically save your Prezi. If not and you don't trust it, simply just click the save button. As you can see, it's saved. Let's go back now. Let's say I want to add one more obstacle between obstacle 3 and 4. I won't say it's an obstacle, but let's put a big flying eagle right in between these questions. So I'm going to go here, going to hit the down arrow. As you can see, I'm going to question 17, 18, and say between 19 and 18, I want to make a different obstacle. Zoom out at 19. We're going to drag it over, insert an image. This guy looks pretty mean. Simply just click and drag it right there. If you don't like that picture because it has the white and it takes away from the background, simply click delete and pick a new picture. If you want to rotate it at any time, simply just go to the top corner and you can rotate it all the way around. Adjust it to where you want to. You can exit out of your image, and let's zoom back out. There we have a flying eagle right in the way between our questions. Go back to your timeline and just review what you've created. As you can see, between 19 and 20, it goes straight to obstacle 4 before it gets to the question, and it kind of skips over the shark that I want it to. And to edit that path, simply just click the edit and path. So obstacle 4, let's drag that 20 just a little bit to more of the picture of obstacle 4, and we can have obstacle 4 be a different slide. To do that, simply click on obstacle 4 and it'll add title into that path. Once you do that, you can click unedit. Let's drag that 25 up before the picture. There you can see it goes from 19 to obstacle 4. It shows you the obstacle, and then you have your question. As I'm getting to the end, I'm just checking my things to make sure. Say I don't want this frame anymore, but that's surrounding this treasure box. All I have to do is simply click the frame, go in the middle where it says bracket. I can change it to a circle if I really wanted to, or if I just want to remove it, I can just click remove frame. Once I get to my goal, it is done. And there you go. After you're done, you can save it if you want. Like I said, it automatically saves, saved at 8:04. And then all you have to do is hit present. You'll allow full access to start over. Just simply hit your right arrow key, and you can go through all your questions, checking to make sure that they work. Let's see if our fade in comes in. There we go. There that is. Here's our extra question. Make sure you don't do this too fast so that people don't get too motion sickness. Once you feel secure with what you have, simply hit the X button and it'll save. There you can also share if you want to and download as a PDF. And it's easy as that.